Hello everyone, welcome to our French lesson of today. Today we're going to be doing a Compréhension écrite, which means we're going to be seeing reading example, a paragraph, and then we're going to be looking at some words that we've seen in this paragraph. After that, we're going to be looking at some questions related to it. Firstly, we're gonna do a little reading, and then we're gonna discuss what it means in English. So after that we understand everything, then we can move on to the questions. So let's get into it. This is a letter that a friend is writing to a friend. So in this letter, Emily is writing a letter to Sonia. So let's see what the letter says. Lettre de Londres. Ma chère Sonia, je suis bien arrivée à Londres pour ma dernière année d'études de marketing à l'université. Là-bas, tout le monde parle anglais. Londres est différente de Paris. Par exemple, le bus sonne rouge et certaines stations de métro semblent très anciennes. Je partage un appartement avec deux autres étudiants. L'une s'appelle Jennifer et elle a 20 ans et l'autre s'appelle Ashley et elle a 22 ans. Elles sont sympathiques. Elles m'ont promis de me faire découvrir tout Londres. Nous visiterons les musées, les monuments et le parc. Nous irons aussi nous amuser à Camden Town et voir des concerts. Et bien sûr, nous irons faire du shopping à Oxford Street et dans le quartier de Covent Garden. J'ai hâte que tu viennes me rendre visite le mois prochain pour te montrer mes endroits préférés. À très bientôt. Bisous, Emily. So yeah, this is our reading example. This is going to be our paragraph that we're going to be working on today. So what I want to do is that we're going to be repeating this. So I will read the sentences, and after that you will do the repeating, because repetition is really important when it comes to French. So after that we're gonna discuss what it means in English. So okay, after I finish the sentence, you can repeat after me. Lettre de Londres. Ma chère Sonia, je suis bien arrivée à Londres pour ma dernière année d'études de marketing à l'université. Là-bas, tout le monde parle anglais. Londres est différente de Paris. Par exemple, le bus sont rouges et certaines stations de métro semblent très anciennes. Je partage un appartement avec deux autres étudiants. L'une s'appelle Jennifer et elle a 21 ans. Et l'autre s'appelle Ashley et elle a 22 ans. Elles sont sympathiques. Elles m'ont promis de me faire découvrir tout Londres. Nous visiterons les musées, les monuments et les parcs. Nous irons aussi nous amuser à Compréhension et voir des concerts. Et bien sûr, nous irons faire du shopping à Oxford Street et dans les quartiers de Covent Garden. J'ai hâte que tu viennes me rendre visite le mois prochain pour te montrer mes endroits préférés. À très bientôt. Bisous, Émilie. Okay, good job. After the repetition, we can do what it means in English. So we're gonna start with the first sentence, which is lettre de Londres, which means letter from London. Lettre meaning letter. Ma chère Sonia, ma chère is a term of endearment meaning my dear. So whenever you're writing a letter, you can just simply start with ma chère. Je suis Brenna. In this sentence, it says, I arrived safely in London for my final year of university marketing studies. Arriver, this verb meaning arrive, and then dernière année meaning last year. D'études, last year of studies. De marketing, last year of studies of marketing à l'université, at university. Everyone there speaks English. Là-bas, there, tout le monde, meaning everyone, parle comes from the word parler, which means to speak, anglais meaning English. Londres est différent de Paris. London is different than Paris. For example, the buses are red and some metro stations look very old. Le but, the buses, sont rouges, red, et certaines stations de métro, some stations, certain stations of metro, some, this one means, it has a meaning of look, it looks très ancien, old, ancien meaning old. I share an apartment with two other students. Partager meaning to share. Appartement meaning apartment. Avec, with, deux autres étudiants. With other. With two, deux, autres, other, étudiants. Students. Since the students are feminine and there are two of them, as you can see, we put our additional endings here. One is called Jennifer. L'un s'appelle, appelé. Whenever we say our name and we introduce someone, we can use the verb appel. Je m'appelle, for example, my name is. I am called. And she is 21 years old. And the other, l'autre, and the other here is called Ashley, and she is 22 years old. Elles sont sympathiques, meaning they're friendly, they're sympathetic. They promised to show me all of London. Elles m'ont promis de me faire découvrir tout Londres. Découvrir meaning, here we also have the words, we're going to be looking at them. Découvrir meaning to discover. We will visit museums, monuments, and parks. Here, as you can see, we have our future tense. Nous irons aussi nous amuser. We will have fun at, we will visit, come downtown et voir de concerts. We will also have fun and come downtown and see concerts. Amuser meaning to have fun. Bien sûr, in this sentence it says, and of course we will go shopping in Oxford Street and in the Covent Garden district. Here we also have future because she's talking about the plans they're going to be making. Nous irons faire, meaning make. Do shopping, they will have shopping, they will make shopping. They will go shopping at Oxford Street and dans le quartier district of Covent Garden. And the sentence that follows, I can't wait for you to come visit me next month to show you my favorite places. J'ai hâte que tu viennes comes from venir, meaning to come. Rendre visiter, meaning visit. Le mois prochain, meaning next month. Pour te montrer, to show you, montrer, meaning to show. Mes endroits préférés, my favorite places. À très bientôt, meaning see you soon. Bisous, meaning kisses. Then the name of the person is Emily. This was actually quite easy paragraph. I hope everyone understood and no one really had a problem, and the explanation was enough for you to comprehend everything in this paragraph. So we read our paragraph. We did the repetition, so we repeated the paragraph, and after that we looked at what it means in English. So right now, let's see some words that we seen in this paragraphs that in this reading comprehension that we might not know of. Ancien, meaning old, and if you want it to be a feminine word, you can say ancien. This is an adjective, so that's why it has feminine and masculine. Partager, meaning to share. Découvrir, meaning to discover. Monument, meaning monument. Endroit, meaning place. So these are some of the words that we've seen in this reading. So let's look at our questions. These are some of the questions that we will have to look and answer. Let's start with the first one. Où est partie étudier Émilie? So we will answer 5 of questions in this reading. One of the first of them is Où est partie d'étudier Émilie? What does that mean? Où, meaning where, right? So we have some places in the answers. So where did Emily go to study This is our question, first question. Where did Emily go to study? So let's see. Where did Emily go to study? I'm giving you a few moments so that you can go ahead and think and look at the reading paragraph. But if you need more time, of course, feel free to pause this video and just like look at it. So where did Emily go to study? She went to London, right? So it is B à Londres. The second question is qu'étudie Emily? What does Emily study? So le commerce, le tourisme, le marketing, le droit. What does Emily study? Let's go back to our reading comprehension and then we will see here that she is studying marketing. So it is C, le marketing. Alright, I think these questions were easy enough. Let's see a few more. What color are the buses? De quelle couleur sont les bus à Londres? What are the colors? What are the color of the buses in London? Let's see and check it out. Les bus sont rouges. So the color of the buses in London, they're rouge. So they're red. A, rouge, meaning red. B, vert, meaning green. C, blanche, black. D, meaning bleu, blue. And the answer is rouge A. The fourth question, où habite Emily? Where does Emily live? So is it à l'hôtel, dans un appartement, chez ses parents, à l'université? Where does she live? Here we see the answer. It says je partage un appartement avec deux autres étudiants. So meaning that she shares an apartment with two other students. So the answer is B, dans un appartement. Let's see the fifth question. Où va-t-elle aller voir des concerts? Where does she go? Where will she go to see the concerts? So let's look at our letter and answer this. Nous irons aussi nous amuser à Camden Town et voir des concerts. So she will go to Camden Town and that's where she will be seeing. And that's why the answer is B, à Camden Town. Camden Town. Right? Here. Perfect. Let's look at our last question. Quand Sonia va-t-elle venir à Londres? When will Sonia come to Londres? London. So, A, demain. B, le semaine prochain. C, le mois prochain. D, c'est Emily qui va aller à Paris. So let's see, when will Sonia go and visit Emily? J'ai hâte que tu viennes me rendre visite le mois prochain. I cannot wait to see you next month. So it is next month. Let's see which one is the correct answer, which is C, le mois prochain. So yeah, everyone, this will be it for our first Compréhension écrite exercise. If you didn't understand anything and then if you needed more time in this exercise, feel free to just pause the video and just focus on what the exercise is about and just make it a sense on your own as well. I will see you in the next one, and until then, take care. Hello everyone, welcome to our French lesson of the day. In today's lesson, we're going to be doing a Compréhension écrite, which roughly translates to reading comprehension. So we're going to be reading a text, and after that, we're going to repeat every word so that we do a little bit of repetition so that we improve the way we pronounce the words. After that, we're going to be looking at some words that we see in the text that we might not know of. And after that, we're going to be answering some questions related to the text. So let's get started. This text is a little long, but the level is not high. So I think it will be quite easy for you to understand what it's being said in this text. But no worries, because we're going to be saying what it means in English as well. So I will just start with reading first. I will make sure to read really slow so that you see the pronunciation as well. Okay, let me get started. La rencontre. Le jour de la rentrée au collège, Pierre fait connaissance avec un nouvel élève de sa classe. Bonjour, ça va? Comment t'appelles-tu? Bonjour, oui, ça va. Je m'appelle Lucas. Et toi? Moi, c'est Pierre. Bienvenue au collège Claude Debussy. Merci, c'est gentil. Tu viens d'où? Je viens de Provence. Avant, j'habitais à Limoges. Limoges, c'est loin de Paris, ça? Ça doit drôlement te changer d'être ici, en région parisienne. C'est clair. Même si Limoges est une grande ville, elle n'a rien à voir avec Paris. Ici, tout est immense. Il y a du monde partout. Les gens sont pressés. C'est impressionnant. Pourquoi as-tu quitté Limoges? Mon père a eu une mutation pour venir travailler à Paris. C'est une chance pour lui. Il va gagner un peu plus d'argent. C'est chouette. N'inquiète pas, tu vas vite t'habituer à ta nouvelle vie. Il y a beaucoup de choses à faire à Paris, crois-moi. Oui, je me doute. J'imagine que les week-ends doivent être bien remplis. Ah oui, entre le magasin, les restaurants, le musée, le parc, les piscines, le bowling, le cinéma, les terrains de sport, bref, les activités ne manquent pas. C'est ce que j'ai cru comprendre. On pourra se faire un cinéma ou un bowling à l'occasion si tu veux. Ok, pas de problème. C'est sympa de ta part. Ok, alors on se tient au courant pour samedi prochain. Je connais un cinéma génial qui propose des films en avant-première le samedi après-midi. Et on ira manger une gaufre juste après. Ça te dit? Super, j'ai hâte. So yeah, everyone, this is going to be the text. As you can see, it's not really the level is not high. I think it's A1 or A2, so it is a beginner level. So what we will do is now I will read sentence by sentence and I will give you a few seconds after that so that you can repeat after me. Okay, let's start. Le jour de la rentrée au collège, Pierre fait connaissance avec un nouvel élève de sa classe. Bonjour, ça va? Comment t'appelles-tu? Bonjour, oui, ça va. Je m'appelle Lucas. Et toi? Moi, c'est Pierre. Bienvenue au collège Claude Debussy. Merci, c'est gentil. Tu viens d'où? Je viens de province. Avant, j'habitais à Limoges. Limoges, c'est loin de Paris, ça doit drôlement te changer d'être ici, en région parisienne. C'est clair, même si Limoges est une grande ville, elle n'a rien à voir avec Paris. Ici, tout est immense, il y a du monde partout, les gens sont pressés, c'est impressionnant. Pourquoi as-tu quitté Limoges? Limoges? Mon père a est en mutation pour venir travailler à Paris. C'est une chance pour lui. Il va gagner un peu plus d'argent. C'est chouette. Ne t'inquiète pas, tu vas vite t'habituer à ta nouvelle vie. Il y a beaucoup de choses à faire à Paris, crois-moi. Oui, je me doute. J'imagine que les week-ends doivent être bien remplis. Oh oui, entre les magasins, les restaurants, les musées, les parcs, les piscines, le bowling, le cinéma, le terrain de sport, bref. Les activités ne manquent pas. C'est ce que j'ai cru comprendre. On pourra se faire un cinéma ou un bowling à l'occasion si tu veux. Ok, pas de problème, c'est sympa de ta part. Ok, alors on se tient en courant pour samedi prochain. Je connais un cinéma génial qui propose de films en avant-première le samedi après-midi. Et on ira manger une gaufre juste après, ça te dit? Super, j'ai hâte. Okay, now that we've read and did the repetition of the text, let's see what it says in the text. Let's see the first sentence. It says, on the first day of school, Pierre meets a new student in his class. La jour de la rentrée au collège, on the first day of school, Pierre fait connaissance, meets. Faire connaissance has the meaning of meet avec un nouvel élève with a new student in his class, sa classe. Hello, how are you? What's your name? Hello. Yes, I am fine. My name is Lucas. And yours? I am Pierre. Welcome to Claude Debussy College. College. Thank you. That's nice. That's kind of you. Where are you from? Tu viens d'où? Where did you come from? I come from the province. Before, I lived in Limoges. J'habiter is the verb to live. Habiter. Viens comes from the verb venir. Limoges, that's far from Paris. Loin de has the meaning of far. It must really change. It must be really different. It must really change you to be here, has that meaning. In the Paris région parisienne, meaning Paris region. That's true. Even if Limoges is a big city, it has nothing to do with Paris. Here, everything is huge, tout est immense. There are people everywhere. People are in a hurry, pressés. It's impressive, impressionnant. Why did you leave Limoges? Quitter meaning to leave. My father had a transfer to come and work in Paris. Mutation, you will see in the words that we don't know. Mutation is one of them, meaning is to transfer. Pour venir travailler, travailler to meaning to work. So his father had a transfer to come and work in Paris. C'est une chance pour lui. It's a chance for him. He will earn a little more money. Un peu meaning a little, plus more, un peu plus meaning a little more. D'argent is money. Gagner meaning to make, earn. C'est chouette meaning that's great. Ne t'inquiète pas meaning don't worry. Tu vas vite t'habituer à ta nouvelle vie. You'll quickly get used to your new life. Nouvelle vie meaning new life. Vite meaning fast, habitué. There are many things to do in Paris, believe me. Beaucoup de choses, many things à faire, to do, à Paris, in Paris. Crois-moi. Croire meaning to believe. Yes, I suspect. I imagine the weekends must be busy. Imaginer. Doivre comes from the verb devenir. Doivre comes from the word devoir, meaning must. Rempli meaning busy. Avis, oh yes. Between shops, restaurants, museums, parks, swimming pools, bowling alleys, cinemas, sport grounds, in short, activities abound. That's what I understood. We could go to a cinema or go bowling if you want. Cinéma ou bowling à l'occasion si tu veux. Veux comes from the word vouloir, meaning that you can if you want to. See meaning has the meaning of if, right? So it has the meaning of if you want. And pourra, on pourra is the third person singular future of pouvoir. Okay, pas de problème. Okay, no problem. That's nice of you. C'est sympa de ta part. Okay, so we'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. We will keep each other posted for next Tuesday, next Saturday, samedi prochain. Je connais un cinéma génial. In this sentence, it says, I know of a great cinema that has avant-première. Avant-première has the meaning of a preview, so viewing of a performance, exhibition, cinema, etc., etc., before it is open to the public. So next Saturday. And we'll go eat a waffle right after. How about it, Satuti? Great, I'm eager to. So that's the meaning of the text. I hope everyone understood what it means. So let's see some words that we've seen in the text that we might not know. So immense, huge, tremendous. Partout, meaning everywhere. Pressé, meaning in a hurry. Monument, meaning monument. Impressionnant, meaning impressive. Mutation, meaning transfer. Rempli, meaning busy. Génial, meaning great. Coffre, meaning waffle. Se tenir au courant, meaning to keep up to date. Okay, then let's answer some questions that we've seen in the text. First, avec qui Pierre discute-t-il? Pierre kimle Avec qui Pierre discute-t-il? Who is Pierre discussing with? Avec son professeur, avec un nouveau camarade, avec sa petite sœur, avec sa mère. Not professor, not his little sister, not his mother, right? But his new classmates, so nouveau camarade. So it's B. Comment s'appelle le nouvel ami de Pierre? What is the name of Pierre's new friend? It is Lucas, right? So it is A, Lucas. So this one was B and this is A. Où habitait Lucas avant de venir à Paris? Where did Lucas live before moving to Paris? Where did he live? He lived in Limoges, which is the province, right? So he lived in Provence. It's D. Pourquoi Lucas a-t-il emménagé à Paris? Why did Lucas move to Paris? So, à cause de son père, it's because of his dad. À cause de sa mère, because of his mother. À cause du climat, because of the climate. À cause du manque d'activité, because there is no activities where he lived. So, the reason was, mon père a une mutation pour venir travailler à Paris. So, because of his dad, because his dad got a new job in Paris, right? So, it will be A. Quelle activité Pierre propose-t-il à Lucas? Which activity Pierre proposed to Lucas? So, le shopping? No. Un concert? No. Le cinéma? Yes. So, he said that there is a cinema that he knows of. Let's see. That has filmed before the premiere, so they can go and check that out. That was our answer, which is cinema, so C. Quand les deux nouveaux amis se donnent-ils rendez-vous? When did these two new friends give rendezvous? So a date to each other. So what are our options? Dans 2 semaines, samedi prochain, lundi prochain, mercredi prochain. When? So it was samedi après-midi. Le samedi après-midi, right? So, samedi prochain. Samedi prochain. So, our answer is B. So, yeah, everyone, this was our reading comprehension of the day. I hope it was a little helpful, even for your pronunciation and your understanding of the French language. And I will see you in our next exercise or the lesson. Until then, take care. Hello everyone, welcome to our French lesson of the day. In today's lesson, we're going to be doing another reading comprehension. So this one is going to be about festivals in France. So it's also going to be an interesting one, so that you know what are some type of festivals that are celebrated in France. So let's get into it. This is our text. What we do is the same. I will read it first, and then we're going to be reading this text again. And after that, we're going to be saying what it means in English. After we do all that, we're going to be looking at some words that we may not know. Then we're going to be answering some questions related to the text. So let's get started, everyone. La fête en France. En France, il y a au total 11 fêtes pendant l'année. Ce sont des jours fériés, c'est-à-dire des jours pendant lesquels on ne travaille pas. Certaines fêtes sont civiles et d'autres sont d'origine religieuse. Voici le principal. Le jour de l'an correspond au 1er janvier. On le fête avec ses amis ou sa famille et on souhaite bonne année à ses proches. Le 14 juillet est la fête nationale française. Elle célèbre la prise de la Bastille qui a lieu le 14 juillet 1789. Des feux d'artifice et des défis militaires sont organisés. Le 8 mai est la fête de la victoire. C'est la commémoration, c'est-à-dire la fête anniversaire de la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Le 1er mai correspond à la fête du travail et rappelle la lutte des ouvriers pour réduire la journée de travail à 8 heures. Ces jours-là, on offre traditionnellement du muguet en petites fleurs blanches à ses proches. Noël a lieu le 25 décembre. C'est une fête chrétienne qui célèbre la naissance de Jésus. Les familles se réunissent et partagent un bon repas le soir du 24 décembre et on s'offre des cadeaux. Enfin, Pâques n'a pas de date fixe, c'est un dimanche compris entre le 22 mars et le 25 avril. À cette occasion, les parents cachent des œufs en chocolat dans la maison et le jardin et les enfants s'amusent à les chercher. So yeah, this is our text for the festivals in France. So what are we going to do is that we're going to be reading this sentence by sentence. So when I read, you will have a chance to repeat after me. If you need more time, please do not hesitate to stop the video and just repeat again. Let's start. Les fêtes en France. En France, il y a au total 11 fêtes pendant l'année. Ce sont des jours fériés, c'est-à-dire des jours pendant lesquels on ne travaille pas. Certaines fêtes sont civiles et d'autres sont d'origine religieuse. Voici les principales. Le jour de l'an correspond au 1er janvier. On le fête avec ses amis ou sa famille et on souhaite bonne année à ses proches. Le 14 juillet est la fête nationale française. Elle célèbre la prise de la Bastille qui a eu lieu le 14 juillet 1789. Des feux d'artifice et des défilés militaires sont organisés. Le 8 mai est la fête de la victoire. C'est la commémoration, c'est-à-dire la fête anniversaire de la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Le 1er mai correspond à la fête du travail et rappelle la lutte des ouvriers pour réduire la journée de travail à 8 heures. Ce jour-là, on offre traditionnellement du muguet, une petite fleur blanche assez proche. Noël a lieu le 25 décembre. C'est une fête chrétienne qui célèbre la naissance de Jésus. Les familles se réunissent et partagent un beau repas le soir du 24 décembre et on s'offre des cadeaux. Enfin, Pâques n'a pas de date fixe, c'est un dimanche compris entre le 22 mars et le 25 avril. À cette occasion, les parents cachent des œufs en chocolat dans la maison et le jardin, et les enfants s'amusent à les chercher. So yeah, everyone, this is our text. So let's see what does this mean. So our first sentence is festivals in France. In France, there are a total of 11 festivals during the year. Pendant l'année, during the year, total 11. So the next sentence is, these are public holidays. For example, days when you do not work. The days when you do not work. The words you do not know, we're going to be talking about them later, like this. Un jour férié, for example, is public holiday. So they are public holidays. It means that, c'est-à-dire, it means des jours pendant lesquels on ne travaille pas. The days that we do not work. Travailler meaning to work. Some holidays are civil and others are of religious origin. Certaines fêtes, some festivals, civil, they're civil, and d'autres, and the others are d'origine religieuse, religious origin. Here are the main ones. Voici les principales. Let's see the main ones. New Year's Day, le jour de l'an, meaning New Year's. And it is corresponded to January 1st, 1er janvier. We celebrate it with friends or family, and we wish Happy New Year to the loved ones. On le fête avec ses amis, with friends and with family, and on souhaiter meaning to wish, bonne année, Happy New Year à ses proches, to their loved ones, to those that are close to this person. July 14th is the French national holiday. So, la fête nationale française. It celebrates the capture of Bastille, which took place on July 14, 1789. La prise de la Bastille, meaning the capture of the Bastille, that took place in this time. Fireworks, de feux d'artifice, meaning fireworks, and military parades, défilés militaires, meaning military parades, are organized. Organisé, same, organisé meaning organized. May 8 is the Victory Day, so la fête de la victoire, meaning Victory Day for France. It is the commémoration That is to say, the anniversary celebration, c'est-à-dire de fête anniversaire de la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale, of at the end of Second World War. So it is that an anniversary celebration of the end of Second World War. And May 1 is Labor Day. La 1er mai correspond à la fête du travail and recalls the struggle of workers to reduce the working day to 8 hours. Rappelle la lutte. So the struggle of réduire meaning to reduce la journée de travail of working day à 8 heures to 8 hours. Ces jours-là, on this day, we traditionally offer lily of the valley, a small white flower, to our loved ones. À ses proches, here again, on offre traditionnellement, traditionally, muguet, which is on petite fleur blanche, which is a small white flower, lily of the valley. And Christmas is on December 25th. It is a Christian holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus. So, just like everywhere else, c'est une fête chrétienne qui célèbre la naissance de birth, la naissance de Jésus, the birth of Jesus. Families get together and share a good meal on the evening on December 24th, and we give each other gifts. Get together se réunissent et partage comes from partager, meaning to share. Un bon repas, a good meal, le soir du 24 décembre, 24th, in the evening of, le soir of 24th December. Et on s'offre, and we offer each other gifts. Finally, enfin, Pâques, which is Easter, does not have a fixed date. That fixed date? It is a Sunday between March 22nd and April 25th. C'est un dimanche. It's a Sunday between entre. On this occasion, à cette occasion, the parents, les parents, cachent, hide, des offres, un chocolat, chocolate eggs, dans la maison, in the house, et le jardin and the garden, et les enfants and the children s'amusent à les chercher. Have fun looking for them. So yeah, this is the meaning of this text. We've seen how many festivals that are in France and what are them. So let's see some words that we might not know of. Un feu d'artifice, meaning firework display. La commémoration is the same in English and in French. Réduire, meaning to lower, to cut, to reduce. Cacher, meaning to hide. Un jour férié, meaning public holiday. Let's repeat these words again. Un feu d'artifice. La commémoration. Réduire. Cacher. Un jour férié. So let's see and answer some of our questions that are related to the text. Question de compréhension. So the first one, à quelle occasion offre-t-on du muguet à ses proches? On what occasion do we offer lily of the valley to our relatives? So is it Noël, la fête de travail, Pâques, or le jour de l'an? Let's see. Petite fleur blanche. It's here. So which one? It is le 1er mai. So it is la fête de travail, right? So our answer is le fête de travail. So it's B. Quand a lieu la fête nationale française? When is the French National Day? Le 14 juillet est la fête nationale française. Juillet. So it is la 14 juillet. It's C. So the first two questions, they were easy, right? I hope you understand and you were able to answer the questions. If not, please do not hesitate to just stop the video and think about it if you think it's going too fast. So it's really not a big deal if you feel like you need to go back and just look at it by yourself. Okay, then let's answer our third question. What event is celebrated on May 8th? So, quel événement est fêté le 8 mai? So, it is la fête de la victoire. But then it is written differently. So, fête nationale, fête de la victoire, c'est commémoration, c'est-à-dire la fête anniversaire de la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale. So, la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale, right? So the événement, so the event is la fin de la Seconde Guerre mondiale. So it is A. How many public holidays are there in France? Combien y a-t-il de jours fériés en France? How many did we say? 11. So 11. It is C. Lors de quelle fête mange-t-on des œufs en chocolat? In which festival we eat chocolate covered X. Which one is it? La fête du travail, Pâques, le jour de l'an, Noël. Let's go and see. Here, Pâques. Le parent cache des œufs en chocolat dans la maison, so it is our answer, which is Pâques, Easter, B. Yeah, everyone, that concludes our exercise of the day. I hope everything was clear and understandable for you, and I will see you in our next one. Until then, take care. Hello everyone, welcome to our French lesson of the day. In today's lesson, we're going to be making a comprehension orale, which is a listening practice. So what we're going to do is we're going to be listening the exercise 2 times, but then if you have more time or if you want to listen to it again, you can definitely do that. Just repeat the exercise as much as you want, as much as you're comfortable with, so that after that we will see the transcription, but we do have to answer a few questions related to this listening practice. So before we go and answer all the questions, we will make sure that we understand what this listening exercise is about. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to be listening to the listening exercise 2 times. So with that, let's get started into our lesson of the day. I'm going to be playing the listening practice for you now.
Bonjour, alors je m'appelle Valérie, je viens du Québec. Je suis née dans le petit village de Maria, en Gaspésie, c'est à l'est de la province du Québec. J'ai 23 ans, je suis étudiante à l'Université Laval, qui est dans la ville de Québec, qui est la capitale de la province. Je suis en troisième année d'université. Je suis présentement en France pour la session d'hiver. Je fais un stage au MLK jusqu'à la fin mars. Chez moi, je suis enfant unique, donc j'ai pas de frère ni de sœur. Mon père s'appelle Camille et ma mère s'appelle Louise. J'avais un chat qui s'appelait Passepoil, mais il est décédé il y a quelques années. Et voilà, je suis bien heureuse d'être ici. Je passe du bon temps en France et j'aime beaucoup l'expérience au MLK.
So what's really different about French is that it is a language that is spoken really fast. So with this lessons that you're learning about French grammar and you are learning about vocabulary and everything, but to be able to hear the language like this is a completely different thing. So when you listen to this and you do not understand, that is perfectly fine because even when I was studying the language, it was really difficult for me to get used to the listening part of this because, like I said, it's so different to learn a language with the grammar and the vocabulary, and it's so different to hear the language is being spoken in everyday life. It might be hard for you to pick up the words, but then with practice and with um, doing a lot of listening practices and speaking, it will get so much better. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to be listening to it one more, and then we're going to be seeing the transcription. Okay, now I will be playing the listening practice.
Bonjour, alors je m'appelle Valérie, je viens du Québec. Je suis née dans le petit village de Maria, en Gaspésie, c'est à l'est de la province du Québec. J'ai 23 ans, je suis étudiante à l'Université Laval, qui est dans la ville de Québec, qui est la capitale de la province. Je suis en troisième année d'université. Je suis présentement en France pour la session d'hiver. Je fais un stage au MLK jusqu'à la fin mars. Chez moi, je suis enfant unique, donc j'ai pas de frère ni de sœur. Mon père s'appelle Camille et ma mère s'appelle Louise. J'avais un chat qui s'appelait Passepoil, mais il est décédé il y a quelques années. Et voilà, je suis bien heureuse d'être ici. Je passe du bon temps en France et j'aime beaucoup l'expérience au MLK.
So yeah, everyone, this is our listening practice. Now what we're gonna do is this is a transcription of the listening practice that you just listened. I will read this one more for you so that you can also hear it with my voice, but I'm going to be reading it slowly so that you can also read and try to understand the text. Okay. Bonjour, alors je m'appelle Valérie, je viens de Québec, je suis née dans le petit village de Maria en Gaspésie. C'est à l'est de la province du Québec. J'ai 23 ans. Je suis étudiant à l'Université Laval, qui est dans la ville de Québec, qui est la capitale de la province. Je suis en troisième année de l'université. Je suis présentement en France pour la session d'hiver. Je fais un stage au MLK jusqu'à la fin mars. Que moi, je suis enfant unique, donc je n'ai pas de frère ni de sœur. Mon père s'appelle Camille et ma mère s'appelle Louise. J'avais un chat qui s'appelle Passe-Pois, mais il est décédé il y a quelques années. Et voilà, je suis bien heureuse d'être ici et je passe de bon temps en France et j'aime beaucoup l'expérience au MLK. So this is our text. This is an introduction, a self-introduction of a person named Valerie. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to be discussing what this means in English. So, hello, my name is Valerie. I come from Quebec. Quebec is in Canada, where the French is spoken. I was born in the small village of Maria in Gaspésie. Né meaning I was born. It's in the past tense. It is in the east of the province of Quebec. C'est à l'est de la province du Québec. I am 23 years old. J'ai 23 ans. I am a student of Laval University, which is in Quebec City, which is the capital of the province. I am. Oh, let's look at this sentence first. Je suis étudiante. I'm a student at Université de Laval, qui est dans la ville de Québec, qui est la capitale de la province. Which is the capital of the province. Qui est la capitale de la province. I am in my third year of university. It's the sentence. Je suis en troisième année l'université. Troisième is, we've learned about these numbers like premier, troisième, meaning third. I am currently in France for the winter semester. Je suis présentement, in this moment, in France for the winter semester. I am doing an internship at MLK until the end of March. Un stage meaning internship jusqu'à la fin mars. Until meaning until. At home, I am an only child, so I have no brothers or sisters. C'est moi at home, in my home. Enfant unique meaning only child. So, donc, I don't have any brothers or sisters. My father is called Camille, mon père, and my mom is called Louise. I had a cat called Passepois. J'avais. As you can see here, I had. It's not, the cat doesn't live anymore, so that's why it's, j'avais was made in imparfait. I had a cat called Passepois, but he passed away a few years ago. Il a décédé, meaning passed away. It's in past tense. It's been, il y a, it's been a few years. And now I'm very happy to be here and I am having a good time in France. Et voilà, je suis bien heureuse d'être ici, to be here, d'être ici. And I'm having a good time in France. Et je passe du bon temps. Having a good time, it was formed with the verb passer. And I really liked the experience at MLK. So yeah, this is a transcription of the listening practice, and this is what it means in English. I hope it was easy for you to understand. If you need more time, please do not hesitate to stop the video and just look at it and try to understand it by yourself as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about a few vocabulary points. Let's start with this one. Je suis présentement en France pour la saison d'hiver. What does that mean? I am right now in France for the winter semester, right? But then, this word présentement. Ce mot est surtout utilisé au Québec et en Afrique. En France, on dit en ce moment actuellement. What does that mean? It means that in this word, présentement, is only used in Quebec or in Africa. So we do not really use this in France. In France, we say en ce moment, at this moment, or actuellement. So there's a difference between the language that is spoken in different countries. This is our first point, that in Quebec or in Africa, while we can say présentement, but we use présentement, we use en ce moment and actuellement, which means at the moment and currently. Je suis enfant unique, donc je n'ai pas de frère ni de sœur. I am an only child, so I have no siblings. We can also say, instead of enfant unique, je suis fille unique, je suis fils unique. Depends, of course, on your gender. Il est décédé il y a quelques années. Il est décédé, instead of that, passed away, so it means like passed away. Instead of that, if you want to say he is dead, il est mort. Il est décédé means il est mort, so he is dead, he passed away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be replying some questions related to our listening practice. Valérie est née au Québec. Valerie was born in Quebec. But where? Dans la région de l'Outaouais, dans la région de Laval, en Gaspésie. So let's go and try to look for our answer. Here we have our clue and it says Gaspésie, right? So it is C. Quel âge a-t-il? How old is she? 23, right? So she is 23 years old. So our answer is C. Pour quelle raison est-elle en France? For what reason she is in France? She is sightseeing. So elle fait de tourisme. Elle fait un stage pour ses études. She is doing an internship for her studies. Or elle travaille. She works. Let's go back and try to find our answer. So, she is a student, right? Je suis étudiante. And right now, she is here in France for an internship and to study. So, it means our answer will be B. Elle fait un stage pour ses études. Okay, let's see our next question, which is comment s'appelle sa mère? What is his mother's name? Denise or Louise? Ma mère s'appelle Louise. That means our answer is B, Louise. I hope everyone is easily following the questions and is able to answer them. Elle a un chat. She has a cat. Does she has a cat? But that's here we see that j'avais un chat means that she had a cat. She doesn't have a cat anymore. The cat unfortunately passed away. So the answer is faux. Vrai means true, faux means false. So it's a false statement. That's why it is B. Elle est très heureuse d'être en France. She is really happy to be in France. Is it true or is it false? She says here that je suis bien heureuse d'être ici. I am so happy to be here. Then it makes the statement correct. So our answer will be A. So yeah, everyone, this will be it for our first listening exercise. I will see you in the next ones. If it was too difficult for you and it was difficult to follow along, just like I said, French is not really easy to understand, or to when you first start learning this language, you will understand that grammar and vocabulary aside, to be able to understand, to be able to follow what's being said is more trickier, but then it will be so much easier for you if you do these exercises and keep on listening and making sure that this language is a part of your life, listening to music, listening to TV shows, and as well as listening to our lessons and doing a lot of exercises. Okay, without further ado, this will be it for our lesson, and I will see you in our next one. Until then, please take care. Hello everyone, welcome to our French lesson of the day. In today's lesson, we're going to be doing another listening comprehension. So this one is going to be a little more difficult to understand. It's not that long, it's a short one, but then the question related to it might be a little more trickier, but then um, do not worry about it because we're going to be talking about what it means in English as well, and we're going to be seeing some vocabulary related to this listening exercise, so we'll be able to understand what it means. So what we do firstly is we're going to be listening the exercise 2 times. Then after that, we're going to be seeing the transcription and then discussing it. So without further ado, let's start with listening the exercise.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Charles Bérubé, je viens du Québec, du nord-ouest du Québec, en Abitibi-Témiscamingue. J'aime bien les sports d'hiver. L'hiver, je pratique, je fais du snow, je fais du skidoo, du ski de fond, beaucoup de sports d'hiver. Je joue au hockey avec mes chums à l'aréna. Donc, j'adore l'hiver. Ici, en France, c'est pas vraiment un hiver particulièrement intéressant. C'est humide, c'est froid, mais il n'y a pas de neige. On peut pas vraiment profiter des sports d'hiver. Sinon, il faut aller dans les Alpes et j'en ai profité quand même il y a une semaine pour aller faire du ski dans les Alpes. C'était vraiment une expérience extraordinaire. Je le recommande à tout le monde.
Yes, so we've heard of this exercise once, and then we're going to be listening to it again.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Charles Bérubé, je viens du Québec, du nord-ouest du Québec, en Abitibi-Témiscamingue. J'aime bien les sports d'hiver. L'hiver, je pratique, je fais du snow, je fais du skidoo, du ski de fond, beaucoup de sports d'hiver. Je joue au hockey avec mes chums à l'aréna. Donc, j'adore l'hiver. Ici, en France, c'est pas vraiment un hiver particulièrement intéressant. C'est humide, c'est froid, mais il n'y a pas de neige. On peut pas vraiment profiter des sports d'hiver. Sinon, il faut aller dans les Alpes et j'en ai profité quand même il y a une semaine pour aller faire du ski dans les Alpes. C'était vraiment une expérience extraordinaire. Je le recommande à tout le monde.
Okay, with this listening exercise, you're probably a little confused, and it was a lot more harder for you to understand because this was in actually Quebec accent. Um, as we know, there are a lot of places in the world that where French is spoken, and Canada is one of them. Quebec is one of them. Both accents are markedly different. So the French that is spoken in France and the French spoken in Quebec, even though it's the same language, the accents are different. Um, some of the things that you will notice that there are differences in vowel pronunciation. So with vowels, French people and people from Quebec, they pronounce it differently. So don, son, will be different in Quebec accent. It will be, it will have more like a I sound. The next thing you will notice is the vocabulary, which is different from French. French that is spoken in France and the French spoken in Quebec. Um, Quebec French use a lot of English words because of the historic influences by the Americans and the British, but Metropolitan French, on the other hand, has had a lot of influence from its European neighbors. So you will also see that vocabulary is also different. We wanted to put this here because I'm sure there are a lot of people that are from different different sides of world that not only they will be hearing French that is spoken in France, but also the French that is spoken in Quebec. So we wanted to put something different here that yes, this language has different accents, so that you hear and then you may understand the difference, or not, even if it was hard for you, we will still see the transcription and we will be able to understand what it means. But then we thought it would be nice for you to hear not only French that is spoken in France, and also is in Quebec as well. So yeah, after that, let's see our text. This was the text that this person is also talking about the winter sports. I will read this for you first, then we will discuss what it means in English. Bonjour, je m'appelle Charles Bérubé, je viens de Québec, du nord-ouest du Québec, en Abitibi-Témiscamingue. J'aime bien le sport d'hiver. D'hiver, je pratique, je fais du snow, je fais de ski de fond, beaucoup de sports d'hiver, et je joue au hockey avec mes chums à l'arena. Donc, j'adore l'hiver et ici en France, ce n'est pas vraiment un hiver particulièrement intéressant. C'est humide, c'est froid, mais il n'y a pas de neige. On ne peut pas vraiment profiter de sport d'hiver, sinon il faut aller dans les Alpes et profiter quand même il y a une semaine pour aller faire du ski dans les Alpes. C'était vraiment une expérience extraordinaire. Je recommande à tout le monde. With the way that I pronounce French, it was probably a lot different than this person because this person comes from Quebec, so there is a difference in accent, so you will be able to understand and hear the difference. So what is the meaning of this? Hello, my name is Charles Perubé. I come from Quebec, from northwestern Quebec in Abitibi-Témiscamingue. I like winter sports. J'aime bien le sport d'hiver. In winter, I practice. L'hiver, je pratique, comes from pratiquer. I snowboard. Je fais du snow. I do ski do. Cross-country skiing. Lots of winter sports. Beaucoup de sports d'hiver. I play hockey with my friends at the arena. So, donc, I love winter. Adorer means love. And here in France, it's not really a particularly interesting winter. Vraiment un hiver particulièrement intéressant, particularly interesting. It's fat, it's humid. It's cold, c'est froid, but there is no snow. Il n'y a pas de neige, snow. You can't really enjoy winter sports. On ne peut pas vraiment profiter de sports d'hiver. Otherwise, sinon, you have to go to Alps. Il faut. One must. One should. Aller, go to Alps. And I took advantage of it anyway. Et j'ai en profité quand même. There is a week to go skiing in the Alps. So the sentence from sinon. Otherwise, you have to go to Alps, and I took advantage of it anyway. There is a week to go skiing in the Alps. So this person had a advantage to go to skiing in Alps. It was a really extraordinary experience, vraiment une expérience extraordinaire. I recommend it to everyone. Recommander meaning to recommend to everyone. So yeah, this is going to be the transcription, the English also, what it means in English. So now let's see some vocabulary. Je fais du snow. Okay, let's see some Quebec French and the difference between Quebec French and the French that is spoken in France. Je fais du snow. I'm snowboarding, right? But it says that this word is mainly used in Quebec. In France, we say du surf. In Quebec, they say snow, but in France, they say du surf. Je fais du skidoo. So, this word is mainly used in Quebec too. In France, we say du motoneige, snowmobile. Je joue au hockey avec mes chums. That word, chums, is mainly used in Quebec. In French, we say mes potes, mes copains, mes amis. It is a different word, mes amis. I'm sure most of you know mes amis, my friends, but in Quebec, they say chums for friends. Je joue au hockey à l'arena. This word is mainly used in Quebec. It is an indoor sports center with an ice rink. So this place is an indoor sports center with an ice rink. So this was going to be our vocabulary for the day. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to be answering some questions related to this listening practice. So let's go. The first question. Charles come from Quebec, more especially from Abitibi, Témiscamingue. This region is located in Ces régions c'est Where is this located? Nordest, right? So it is northwestern. So our answer is B. Charles aime bien le sport d'hiver et il en pratique plusieurs. Quel sport ne mentionne-t-il pas? Charles likes winter sports and he practiced several of them. What sport does he not mention? Which sport did he not mention? So we have our snowboarding, skidoo, cross-country skiing, the bobsled, and hockey. Let's see. Du snow, du ski de fond. Okay, so D was not mentioned, right? Bobsleigh. Le bobsleigh. Our answer is D. So our third question is, Charles est en France au moment où il part. Charles is in France in this moment of time. So is it true or false, vrai ou faux? It is true, right? So our answer is A, true. Il trouve que l'hiver, he finds that winter in France is not particularly interesting. En France est particulièrement intéressant or n'est pas particulièrement intéressant, not particularly interesting. So, he said that hiver particulièrement, ce n'est pas vraiment un hiver particulièrement intéressant. So he doesn't really find it interesting, right? So our answer will be B. It's not interesting for him. En France, en hiver, in France, in winter, c'est humide, c'est froid et il y a beaucoup de neige. It is wet, it is cold, and there is a lot of snow. A. Or B. It's wet, it's cold, but there is no snow. C'est humide, c'est froid, mais il n'y a pas de neige. So there is snow or not. Il n'y a pas de neige, right? So there is no snow. That means our answer will be B. Let's go and answer the other question. Pour profiter des sports d'hiver en France, il est allé. To enjoy winter sports in France, he went to. Where did he go? Did he go to Alpes, Jura, or Pyrenees? He went to Alps, right? So he faire du ski dans les Alpes. So he did went to Alps. So it's A. Il recommande à tout le monde de faire. He recommends everyone to do what? Du ski au Québec, de faire du ski en France dans les Alpes, de faire du ski en France dans les Pyrénées. So did he recommend everyone to do skiing in Quebec or in Alps or in Pyrenees? He was talking about his experience in skiing in Alps, right? So he recommends it in Alps. So the answer is B. So yeah, everyone, this will be it for our lesson. I hope it was also a little culturally awakening for you to hear a different accent other than French, the accent that is spoken in France. And then I hope you like this type of exercises where you can really hear French spoken in everyday life. I will see you in our next one, and until then, please take care. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our French lesson of the day. In today's lesson, we're going to be doing another listening practice. So, compréhension orale. In this one, we're going to be seeing a person talk about the summer job that they did, and they're going to be describing the job and what type of job they did during the time they worked there. I will give you 2 times to listen to this listening practice, this audio, but if you need more time, if you want to listen to it more time, please do not hesitate to go back in the video and play it as long as more as you are comfortable with. What we're gonna do is, firstly, I will play the audio for you, but just like I said, please listen to it as much as you want to. So I will be playing the audio for you now.
Lorsque j'étais étudiante, j'ai eu l'occasion de faire plein de petits jobs d'été. Ce sont ces petites activités qu'on fait pendant les vacances de manière à gagner un petit peu d'argent lorsque l'on est étudiant. L'un d'entre eux consistait à travailler dans un restaurant et à faire la plonge, c'est-à-dire en fait faire la vaisselle dans ce restaurant. Donc cela consistait à récupérer la vaisselle qui avait été utilisée par les clients pendant le service, du midi ou du soir, et à la laver ou à la mettre dans le lave-vaisselle, ressortir du lave-vaisselle. Cela exigeait bien sûr d'être prudent, d'être rapide et surtout de ne pas être maladroit, de manière à ne rien casser. Une deuxième partie de ce petit boulot d'été était également de préparer les cocktails pour les clients. Donc il fallait bien sûr bien connaître la carte et connaître le nom des alcools, le nom des jus, voilà, et pouvoir préparer cela de manière rapide pour que les clients soient servis rapidement. Alors c'est un métier qui m'a plu. Ceci dit, c'est quand même très difficile et les horaires sont extensibles, c'est-à-dire on commence très tôt et on finit très tard. Cela n'était pas très très bien payé car j'étais jeune, mais cela m'a fait une expérience professionnelle.
So yeah, we'll listen to it once, then I will play it one more for you.
Lorsque j'étais étudiante, j'ai eu l'occasion de faire plein de petits jobs d'été. Ce sont ces petites activités qu'on fait pendant les vacances de manière à gagner un petit peu d'argent lorsque l'on est étudiant. L'un d'entre eux consistait à travailler dans un restaurant et à faire la plonge, c'est-à-dire en fait faire la vaisselle dans ce restaurant. Donc cela consistait à récupérer la vaisselle qui avait été utilisée par les clients pendant le service, du midi ou du soir, et à la laver ou à la mettre dans le lave-vaisselle, ressortir du lave-vaisselle. Cela exigeait bien sûr d'être prudent, d'être rapide et surtout de ne pas être maladroit, de manière à ne rien casser. Une deuxième partie de ce petit boulot d'été était également de préparer les cocktails pour les clients. Donc il fallait bien sûr bien connaître la carte et connaître le nom des alcools, le nom des jus, voilà, et pouvoir préparer cela de manière rapide pour que les clients soient servis rapidement. Alors c'est un métier qui m'a plu. Ceci dit, c'est quand même très difficile et les horaires sont extensibles, c'est-à-dire on commence très tôt et on finit très tard. Cela n'était pas très très bien payé car j'étais jeune, mais cela m'a fait une expérience professionnelle.
So yeah, everyone, we listened to it 2 times. Then let's see the next one. This is going to be a transcription of the audio that we just listened. What we're gonna do is I will read it for you once. I'll try to read it slowly so that you get to hear it at a normal speed, a slower speed. Lorsque j'étais étudiant, j'ai eu l'occasion de faire plein de petites jobs d'été. Ce sont ces petites activités qu'on fait pendant les vacances de manière à gagner un peu plus d'argent lorsque l'on est étudiant. L'un d'entre eux consistait à travailler dans un restaurant et à faire la plonge, c'est-à-dire à faire le vaisselle dans ce restaurant. Donc, cela consistait à récupérer le vaisselle qui avait été utilisé par le client pendant le service du midi ou du soir, et la laver ou à la mettre dans le lave-vaisselle, les orties du lave-vaisselle. Cela exigeait bien sûr d'être prudent, d'être rapide et surtout de ne pas être maladroit de manière à ne rien casser. Une deuxième partie de ce petit boulot d'été était également de préparer le cocktail pour les clients, donc il fallait bien sûr bien connaître la carte et connaître le nombre d'alcool, le nombre de jus, voilà, pouvoir préparer cela de manière rapide pour que les clients soient servis rapidement. Alors, c'est un métier qui m'a plu. Ceci dit que c'est quand même très difficile et les horaires sont extensibles. C'est-à-dire qu'on travaille, on commence très tôt et on finit très tard. Cela n'était pas très bien payé car c'était jeune, mais cela m'a fait une expérience professionnelle. So this is the text of the audio that we just listened. Let's discuss what this means in English. This person, when they were a student, they had a summer job, right? This is basically the main point of this listening exercise. Let's see it in English. When I was a student, lorsque j'étais étudiant, as you can see, a lot of this text was written in imparfait. I had the opportunity, j'ai eu l'occasion de faire, to do a lot of small summer jobs, petits jobs d'été. These are the little activities, ce sont ces petites activités that we did during the holidays in order to earn a little more money when we are students. Pendant les vacances, à gagner to earn un petit peu d'argent, a little more money, a little bit of money. One of them consisted of work in a restaurant, à travailler, to work dans un restaurant, in a restaurant, and do the washing up, et faire la plonge. That is actually doing the dishes in that restaurant, dans ce restaurant, doing the dishes done in this restaurant. So it consisted of collecting, à récupérer, consistait the dishes that had been used, qui avaient été utilisés by the clients. So the customers during the lunch, pendant le service du midi, or evening service. And to wash it, laver, to wash, or put it in the dishwasher, mettre, laver, vaisselle. Take it out of the dishwasher. This, of course, required, exigé. By the way, we're going to be learning about the words that we don't know later on the lesson. Being careful, bien sûr d'être prudent, being fast, being quick, and above all, et surtout, especially, not being clumsy, maladroit de manière so as to not break anything. Rien casser. Not break anything. Casser meaning to break. A second part of this little summer job was petit boulot d'être was to prepare the cocktails for the customers. So of course you have to know the menu, la carte. You have to know the menu well and know the names of the alcohol, the name of the juice, and being able to prepare them in a way to serve the customers quickly. So it's a job that I liked. Alors c'est un métier qui m'a plu. But that said, it's still very difficult. Quand même, still difficult. And the hours are extendable. Les horaires, the hours sont extensible. So extendable, that is to say that we work, c'est-à-dire, that means that we work. We start very early. Commencer, to start. Très tôt, very early. And we finish comes from the verb finir. Very late. We finish very late. It wasn't very well paid. Cela n'était pas imparfait, as you can see. Payer comes from paid. Because I was young, j'étais jeune. But, mais, it gave me professional experience. Expérience professionnelle. So that is basically it for the English transcription. It will be a little hard for you to understand without knowing what the words mean. So let's see un peu de vocabulaire. What does that mean? Let's look at some vocabulary that we see in this text. The first one, faire la plonge. Dans un restaurant. So, dishwashing in a restaurant. Faire la vaisselle dans le milieu de le restaurant. So, doing the dishes in the catering industry. Faire la plonge, so, to wash dishes. La vaisselle, washing up dishes. Récupérer, to get back, to recover. Laver, to wash. Ressortir, to take out. Mettre, to put. Exiger, to require. Maladroite, clumsy. Casser, to break. If it would be easier for you to know the words beforehand, we look at the transcription, then that would also be a good idea. So before you do the reading of the transcription, you can just beforehand look at the words, try to understand what the words mean. Then after that, you can look at the transcript and do the other way. It's up to you. And what is this ce petit boulot d'être mean? So this little summer job. Ce terme populaire désigne un emploi souvent temporaire comme une job d'été. Un petit boulot requiert peu de qualifications et offre généralement un salaire peu élevé. This popular term designates an often temporary job such as a summer job. A small job requires few qualifications and generally offers a low salary. So a petit boulot d'été is a little summer job. So part-time job that you do in summer. So this will be it for our vocabulary. Then let's see some questions related to this reading transcript. Elisa a eu une seule job d'été. Elisa had only one summer job. Let's see. L'occasion de faire plein de petits jobs d'été. So she had plein de petits jobs d'été. More than one. So she didn't really have only one, so this will be full. So it is B. Faire la plonge signifie dishwashing means faire la vaisselle dans un restaurant, faire le lessive dans un restaurant, faire le ménage dans un restaurant. So is it washing dishes in a restaurant, doing laundry in a restaurant, cleaning in a restaurant? So dishwashing means faire la vaisselle, right? We looked about that. We learned that in our vocabulary part. So it will be A. Elisa travaillait seulement le matin. Elisa only worked in the morning. Is this true or not? Here we can see that on commence très tôt et on finit très tard. So she started working really early and then she finished working pretty late. So that means that she didn't really only work in the morning, right? So this will be full. So it will be B. I hope you guys are following well. Let's answer the fourth question. According to Elisa, what qualities are necessary for this job? D'après Elisa, quelles sont les qualités nécessaires pour ce job? Is it creativity, patience, and sincerity? Or is it prudence, speed, and skill? Or it is kindness, flexibility, or punctuality? She talked about how fast you have to be and how skillful you have to be. So our answer will be B. En deuxième part de ce job consistait à réaliser, a second part of this job was to make des animations. Is it bouquet of flowers or cocktails? Let's see. It says that préparer les cocktails pour les clients. So it is to prepare the cocktails, right? So it will be C. Pour Elisa, ce job, pour Elisa, this job was perfect, était parfait. Lui a plu, mais il avait des inconvénients. Liked it, but she had drawbacks. Était horrible. It was horrible. So she said how it wasn't a good paid job, and then they had to work from the morning and to the night, so the hours were extensible, but then this gave her professional experience, right? So it wasn't horrible and it wasn't perfect, so it's in the middle, so it will be B. So yeah, everyone, this will be it for our exercise. I hope it was easy to follow along, and I will see you in our next one. Until then, please take care.